Welcome back to PR After Hours. I'm your host, Alex Greenwood, bringing you your weekly cocktail of PR and marketing tips that will help you and your business. I'm reading a really engrossing book called The Hardest Job in the World, The American Presidency by veteran political reporter John Dickerson. I'm a big history nut, and I'm a big fan of learning more about presidents because that truly is, the American presidency, that is truly the hardest job in the world. And it's just fascinating to me to hear about how management decisions are made in the context of the U.S. presidency. Well, there's something that really has stuck out at me that John keeps talking about in interviews and in the book a lot, and it's called the Eisenhower Matrix. Dwight D. Eisenhower, of course, was president of the United States in the 50s. He was a five-star general during World War II. He had said that he was trying to find ways to be more efficient as president, and the method that he created was this matrix. The Eisenhower Matrix is a simple tool for considering the long-term outcomes of your daily tasks and focusing on what will make you most effective, not just most productive. It helps you visualize all your tasks in a matrix of urgent/important. All of your day-to-day tasks and bigger projects will fall into one of these four quadrants. Urgent and important tasks and projects to be completed immediately, not urgent and important tasks and projects to be scheduled on your calendar, urgent and unimportant task projects to be delegated to someone else, and then there's the not urgent and unimportant task projects just to be deleted and move on from. Trying it myself right now, and I'm finding it very helpful because particularly persons like myself, I run my own shop, and I have several clients, of course, and I'm juggling their needs. And it's very important for me to understand, not just understand, but to line up what is urgent, what is not urgent, what is really not important at all. And I found the Eisenhower Matrix already to be a useful tool. It's so funny, something so simple can be so effective if you use it correctly. So check that out. I'm going to put a link in the show notes to an article about this, and I'm also going to put a link into John's book. John doesn't need my help in selling any books, but I thought, hey, if it weren't for John, I wouldn't have found this matrix, and I just want to pay it forward. So again, the Eisenhower Matrix, it's a great productivity hack. You should check into it. Hello, listeners. It's me, Alex, from PR After Hours. I hope you're enjoying the show so far, and I wanted to talk to you just for a moment about the way I get this show right into your earbuds every week. It's because I use Anchor FM. Now, I've told you previously that I've been podcasting since 2006, back when we used stone knives and bear skins and a couple of Dixie cups and string. Anchor FM has really streamlined this and made it simpler for people who don't know the first thing about setting up a podcast or don't have, time to learn all the pro tools and stuff, because it's all right here. First thing it's important to know is it's free. There are certain tools that will allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. That's huge. Distribution is a big pain in the butt, to be honest with you, so it's really great Anchor FM can do that for you, and you're not paying hosting fees. That adds up every month. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. And be sure to join me in the virtual cocktail lounge on PR After Hours. Oh, you know what that means? Looks like it's last call here at your virtual lounge for PR news, views, and interviews. Don't forget, you can ask me a question anytime. You can do it through our Twitter account, which is @HoursPR, or even better, you can send me a message vocally. I would love to hear your voice, and I'll answer it on the show. There's a link in the show notes. All you have to do is sign up through Anchor FM. It's free, doesn't take long. And you record your message, I get the message, I will play your audio, just give me your first name and the city you live in, and then I will answer the question to the best of my ability right here on the show. Don't forget to, if you're enjoying this podcast, you can support it and help increase the frequency and value of the show. Just consider being a sponsor for your brand or your agency or just yourself because you're like, I like this show. Or just drop a few coins in the virtual tip jar. Either way, there's links in the show notes. Please check that out. All of that, of course, being in the show notes where you're listening right now or at prafterhours.com. I see that they're turning up the lights. Last call is over, and I've got to clean up this virtual lounge and Until next time, I'm Alex Greenwood, and you've been listening to PR After Hours on Anchor FM.